Oh, back home now. Had a parcel. Hopefully, this is what I think it is. Even though I can't get into it. Ugh. It is wonderful. So, a big thank you to everybody that has ordered CDs. They are now going to be on their way to you as of Monday, realistically. So I can get those packaged up and sent off, which I'm very happy about. So yeah, I think they'll be all right. But I have had a good practice this morning. I had a rehearsal for a mama's play and went to the pub after, but I haven't had breakfast yet, so I need to probably have brunch. It might be time for a nice fried egg or something like that. Hello, everybody. I have had my lunch, which is very, very good. It is time for me to clear my desk because I'm going to steek. Now, I am just as anxious as you may be about this. We're going to do all the steaks in one go. And hopefully it's going to go all right. I've been told that it's easy. I've been told that actually, although it's terrifying, it's a relatively simple process. So I need to get a sewing machine out. And then I'm going to cut my Yule sweater. Not looking forward to it. Actually, I think what I need to do is I need to take these mics down because they're just getting in the way. Did it.
I look a mess.
Does it matter that the ends aren't sewn in?
No, you're only doing it to test the machine, which is what we're going to do. So what you want to do is set it slow.
Okay.
Oh, you've got the... Oh God, I'm not used to using that.
Well, take it out then.
It might be better for you though.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise you've got to press that button to stop it.
Oh, okay.
So it's up to you what you'd prefer.
I'd rather have the foot control.
Okay. You need to set it up so it does a back stitch.
Okay.
Okay, and then... So we're testing on this one. So that's what you're doing on your jumper. And then to do another back stitch at the end, you just press the reverse, like that. And then you take it out. It will look like that.
Right.
And that's it. So where's your jumper? So do the neck one first.
Okay.
You sit there.
Okay. I'm a bit terrified.
Let's have a look at your neck stitches. Right, so what you've got to do is you've got to make sure that you're not sewing anything under that.
Right.
That's the tricky bit.
And do I just go straight along?
So what you're doing is, I don't know which ones are your steek. Oh, there's your steek.
Yeah.
So you're cutting, that's your cut line through the middle of that.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to steek about here and about here, or here and here.
Okay.
So you want to, yeah, I would do it on the blue ones.
Right.
And then you cut down that middle blue one. Yeah?
Yeah.
So when you do it, I'm going to show you what I mean by not, you're going to want to, I mean, that is so small, short. You're going, might be better to go that way, actually, because you've got a bit more room.
Okay.
And you can pull them right. So you've got to pull everything else out of the way. Can you see?
Yeah.
So you're basically going down that one, down that one. Okay. So by the time you've put your needle in, I mean, this is, you haven't got very far to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then push foot pedal.
So you don't start with a back stitch or anything?
No, it will do it automatically. There you go. So you can see it's slow.
Yeah, I'm doing it slow on purpose.
But you've got to hold it because it won't move it on itself. That's it.
Yeah.
And then stop. And then you press this one here and it'll do another back stitch.
Oh, it does it without touching it?
Yeah.
So what this does is it's just
reinforcing where you're going to cut.
It reinforces either side of where you're going to cut so it doesn't fray.
Yeah. So now, because you've backstitched that, you can cut that really close.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can chop these ones off.
Right.
Because it's already reinforced, it's done the backstitch.
Okay.
We didn't see that one. Okay, so now do the other side of it. Again, make sure you're not sewing anything that you shouldn't be to the other end. Okay.
Right, so then I just start automatically.
Yeah, it will do the backstitch for you. You've got to help it a little bit, yeah, because it's... Okay, and then you keep going. Okay, and then that backstitch.
So you're trying to go down the middle of the V of the stitch.
Yeah, more or less.
And then you just snip them all quite close.
Yeah.
Let's just snip there.
Well, and then, while you're there, you might as well just cut that.
Okay.
Yeah, through that middle stitch, make sure you don't cut your bits underneath.
Along there?
Yeah, right into the middle.
Oh. That is the most unnatural thing I've ever done. Huh. And that's it?
Yeah, see, if you'd have had a longer bit of yarn to hold your stitches.
Can I get myself one of them?
Well, you'd have to thread it all the way through your stitches again, but you can do in a minute. Now, have you sewn in all the ends under the armpit first of all, because you need to sew the ends in nearest the steek so you don't...
This is the side where I can do it, obviously. They're all fine.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so you've got to sew in all those steek ones before you can cut that. You've got to sew them in.
But I can do this.
You can do
while
that
I'm
side
here.
if you want to.
Should we just do it?
Yeah.
It feels really unnatural doing this.
You can see on that neck edge though, you know, you look at that, that's not going anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere because you've sewn there. So this will just felt in eventually.
But you don't want to obviously like grab them and pull them.
Or even if you did, the sewing stitches are there to hold it.
So I then need to steek all of these.
Yeah, this is a little bit trickier because you've only got a tiny bit there.
Right.
Are you with me?
No.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So then again, so this is the stitch you're going to go cut down the middle.
Yeah.
So you want to go up this one and up this one.
Right.
Yeah. So what you've got to do is, as you go in, is you've got to make sure with your hand that there's nothing underneath.
Okay.
As you go up. Confident?
No.
Would you want me to do that first one? Show you?
Yes.
Okay, so you just got to make sure everything's out the way here. Okay, so I'm going to go from there. I'll show you what I mean. It makes sense when I've actually shown you. So now you can see why those steek lines have really make a difference to your line. You can see where you've got to go all the time. Okay, so when you get to here, you know you've got your little hole. You don't want to go further than that, but you don't also want to catch it. So you've kind of just got to manipulate it a little bit.
Right.
Okay. I'm going to go back. And the other thing you've got on this machine as well is that this one here, it just gives you one in, one out.
Okay.
So you can then control it If you can lift the foot up a bit more, pull it all out. Cut those ends off in a minute when you can get inside. But then, so you can see the steek goes all the way up. But then it stops at that edge because obviously you're going to cut that in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all you need to do now is go up this side.
Yeah.
Without catching anything underneath it.
Okay.
Yeah? Do you want me to put it in for you?
Yes, please.
I'm going to end up doing the whole thing, Jack.
I'm sorry. And then I've got to sew in all of the other ends.
Yeah, before you can steek the other side, yes.
There's a hair there. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going. There we go, right. So, snip the threads down.
You don't want to snip that one because you've got to sew that one in a minute.
Yeah, I was just making sure that...
The bottom ones don't matter because you've got a good reverse stitch on there. And then you cut it.
Have I got the bottom? It doesn't matter.
No, you just trim them off. And then you just cut up that double stitch up the middle. Do you want me to film you?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Just put my hand in and make sure that everything is...
Jack, how are you feeling? How are the nerves right now?
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Okay, hold on. Let's get the first cut.
Hang on. Let's just get rid of that thread. This is almost like thumbnail time, isn't it? Okay. Straight down the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, I do not like this. The thing is it's a simple process that goes against everything that you know about knitting. Is it meant to fray that much?
Yeah, well, a little bit, yeah. You're just cutting stitches, aren't you? And just make sure you come out of that little hole at the top.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's your armhole.
Oh, almost. Armhole. And now I've got to sew in all the other ends. Steeking is going well. Some things that I have learnt already from steeking. First of all, it's nowhere near as scary as actually it seems. It's just incredibly unnatural. Here we go, here's an arm. All of these stitches are reinforced. They're all going to felt up, and actually you sew the other side of where you... Sorry, you pick up the other side of where you sewed. So the stitches aren't going to go anywhere. But it's incredibly unnatural. So before I do any more, I need to sew in all of these ends. So I could just go down to here, where the armhole is, and then leave these, but I'm thinking I may as well just do those few as well. So we'll get on with a bit of end sewing before we steek the final sleeve, and then we'll transfer the neck stitches onto a longer piece of yarn, and then I'm going to try it on. was doing my end sewing on this, and then I realised, well, I remembered that I hadn't actually finished editing the vlog. I started it this morning before I went out for rehearsal, but yeah, never actually finished it. So I've just been furiously editing away. It's now 4 o'clock, so I'm going to watch this through, get it exported, get it uploaded, make a thumbnail, and then I can carry on working on my sweater, and then I can steek the final sleeve. Whether or not I pick up the stitches tonight, I don't know. I've got a lot of picking up of stitches to do, and I haven't really done it before. I did it a bit on my Azure sweater, but that was so long ago that I don't really remember what I did. But luckily, Mum is here to help. So, yes. Watch this through, get it uploaded, make a thumbnail, and then carry on sewing in these damn ends that are going to be the death of me. Hello everybody. So it's been a little while. I've been sewing in ends. It's going well. I've got about 3 stripes worth of colour work to do before I can steek the second sleeve, which is very exciting, but we're certainly getting there. We've just got this top section to do, and then the rest are all done. This is obviously inside out. Do not fret. But there is an important thing that we haven't done today. Roll the music. Oh dear. Never gets old, does it? Never gets old. Right, so today we're going to go through some questions. Let's see what we've had on the last video, because we were pretty much caught up. Search for questions. Okay, first of all, from Dolcan. Here is your question down here. Are we able to follow Mum's vlog? Yes, you are. It is back to Blighty. Link in the comments below. Then we have a question from Verena Mayer. Hello. Do you miss Molly? Yes, dearly. Those of you that don't know or remember Molly, Molly was a Springer Spaniel that I grew up with, and she was the most loving and just adorable spaniel with the best temperament one could ever ask for. She was brilliant. I love your podcast more every day. You are so a nice young man. Hello from Switzerland. Well, hello Switzerland. Thank you very much for your comments. And yeah, next question. This username comment, I'm not going to try and read out BR8R76CF7N. What do you remember asking Santa for when you were little? Is the first question. What did I ask him for? Nothing extravagant, I don't think. There was a time when I asked for a bike, which I was very lucky, and I was very good that year, and I got my bike. But generally, I just wanted to spend time with my family. That was the main thing. I mean, obviously, as a kid, I loved opening presents and everything now, but to me, I don't really care about what I get. It's more the act of seeing someone receive something that they may not have got for themselves, for whatever reasons, and just spending that quality time. For me, that's what makes Christmas. When did I start knitting? I spoke about this a bit in one of my earlier podcasts. It's on my Ravelry, because I can't remember. Profile. Log in. Again. 12 years. So, 20... What year are we in? 2023. 2011-ish. There you go. Next question is, what is hanging on the back of the chair in your room? I can't figure it out. Shirt, jacket, blanket, something else. Well, Lisa, that is a very good question. It is a tatter jacket. This is a jacket that they used to be made out of hessian and heavyweight cotton, and they had colourful strips of fabric sewn onto them to make tatters. And these were used as costumes in various styles to represent various different things, both in mummers' plays, in certain types of traditional dance, particularly found in the borders, and yeah, tatter jacket. I would get it out and show you, but it's in another room and I can't be bothered, and I've been wearing it in today's practice, so can't be bothered. Okay, our final question for the day is from Mary Ann Peel 7549. Hello to you. How many instruments do you play? Which is your favourite? Really enjoying your posts. Well, I did speak about my guitar in the podcast that for me is going up tonight, but went up yesterday for you. So that is my favourite instrument. Head on over there to find out all about the history of that very special guitar. Thank you for enjoying my posts as well. How many instruments do I play? Well, I sing, I play guitar, I play melodeon, I play mandolin, and then we get to things that I can dabble with. I can dabble with piano, I can dabble with violin, badly dabble, concertina. I don't know, I don't want to say that I'm musically gifted, because I don't believe in musically gifted. I do think that there is something that you have that makes you a more creative and intuitive musical person, but I also believe that actually practice and trying to figure things out and enjoying the process of learning something musically is important. So if I pick up an instrument, I'll generally be able to figure out how it works. Yeah. So that was your Christmas questions for today. Thank you very much to everybody that asked them, and I am now going to carry on sewing in these last, I'd say it's probably about 15-20 ends, and then I'm going to sew up and down the sides and cut it. I do have to say, and I'm going to say this, I think I mentioned it earlier, but if I didn't, it's a bit of a letdown, steeking. It's not that big a deal. It's just very unnatural. Because you've sewn it, it's not going anywhere, and you've just got to trust it. But I'm hoping that once I have cut the other side so that it's like this, which, saying that, is that coming undone? Okay, now I'm terrified. No, it's all okay. I just need to trust the process. Freak out is over. But yeah, I'm going to go and sew in these ends. Listen to a bit of music, maybe. And then I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm not just going to do a half-hearted effort on this, because what I'm going to do is, I think while I've got the end weaving needle out, I'm actually going to weave in the ends from where I've joined yarn throughout the rounds, just while it's out. There's only a few, but things like this where I've just had to join the odd skeins together. So yes, but thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Christmas Questions. Let's roll the music and get on with some knitting. Hello everybody, it's Future Jack here, and I'm currently editing this video before it goes live. And you may be thinking, what on earth is going on with all of these tractors? Well, they do an annual tractor rally that goes through the village and nearby villages every year, and they decorate their tractors. It's all of the local farmers, and they decorate their tractors with lights and inflatables and music and everything else, and they raise money for Great Ormond Street, which, those of you that don't know, is a wonderful charity here in the UK. And yeah, here is just some footage of some of the incredibly well decorated tractors that went past our house last night for me. But the day that you're watching this, or the day before, because I still don't understand how Vlogmas works. So yeah, enjoy this footage, and yeah. Okay, so it's quite a bit later. Yeah, and I haven't opened my advent calendar yet. What day are we? Day 8 was up here. Day 9, here we go. What have we got? I think that we know what this is. What are they?
Balls.
Balls to you too. How's your yawl sweater going?
Good, nearly done.
Nearly done?
Yeah. It's getting there.
Look at that. Not as good as mine though, is it?
Where's yours?
On the sewing machine, because I'm scared to steek.
It's a bit too late to steek now.
Yeah.
Do it in the morning.
So, I'm going to eat... I can't say that. Yeah, plan now is I've got something like 9 ends to sew in on my yawl sweater, so I'm going to go and grab that and get... That's all of the ends sewn in. Do the last bit of steeking tomorrow, and just watched a couple of Vlogmases, but I'm going to sign off here, I think. So if you have enjoyed, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you to everyone that has. Leave your Christmas questions down below, and I'll see you tomorrow with another vlog. Have you got anything you want to say? No? Fair enough. See you tomorrow, everyone.